what an exhausting day making videos for kids. I think I'd like to relax and play some guitar. Hey, there's some guitars right here. I'm gonna pick one up for you and play it. Ah, that's heavy. Does this look like the guitar that we've seen before, kids? Or not really? Yeah, it's not as thick, is it? It's pretty thin. And, oh, and it's solid all the way through. It's not hollow like an acoustic guitar is. Huh. Well, I wonder what this sounds like if I just start playing it. So here I go.
No.
No. Hey, who are you? How'd you get in here? Hey, have you seen this guy before, kids? Everyone say hi, Mr. Judah.
I'm Judah, hi.
So wait, are you telling me that I'm doing this totally wrong?
Sure, you sound ridiculous.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you're here, because maybe you can help us out. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds like a great plan. This is my bass right here.
Oh, well, why don't I just let you show us how it's done, because apparently I don't have this figured out quite yet. So Mr. Judah, take it away.
All right. So you grab your bass guitar here. First thing you need to do, just like an electric guitar, because with all electric instruments, you need to plug in so you can get sound. So what you do first is just plug in simply right here, this cord right here. So which will go all the way to the amplifier over here. This is how you will get sound. So you turn it on, and let's get to it. Okay, so with a electric guitar or an acoustic guitar, you're playing a ton of chords, which sounds very nice to the ears, and it's great. So, but with bass, it's a little bit of a different circumstance because it's a lot lower instrument. Doesn't sound great to play chords. It sounds really muddy like this. It's not that great. And there are things you could do to make the chord sounds better, which is like playing up here more. But you can experiment more with that later.
Well, wait a minute, Mr. Judah. I was to understand that all guitars play chords. So you're saying that that's not the case.
It is not the case with a bass that often.
So you mostly are just playing one note at a time.
Yes.
Well, wouldn't that get boring after a while? Here, look, I'll go to the piano, and I'm just going to play one note. Let's see how much fun we have, kids.
Okay.
Here we go. Wow, that's so fun, Mr. Man, bass guitar sounds like a lot of fun. I get to play one note.
Actually, you can play one note and make it sound fabulous. For example,
Really?
the genre jazz, which is one of my personal favorites,
We've studied
will sound
jazz.
something like this.
Let's hear it. Ooh, I want to play with you. Wow, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. So you're playing one note at a time, but
Yes.
you're playing notes in a specific pattern in an order to create a style of music.
It's amazing what a single note can sound like.
Is there another style of music that
Nice.
we can play on the bass guitar?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Alright, so this is a genre called funk. I also like this one a lot. It is usually used with a different type of bass, depending though. Alright, so
Sure.
this is what it'll sound like.
Now, that sounds way different than jazz. Are you
yeah.
saying that there are hundreds of styles you could play on the bass guitar?
A ton.
But we're only going to focus on a couple today. We don't want to overwhelm you guys, do we?
We do not.
Now, you said something about the sounds like the acoustic guitar. Are the strings tuned to the exact same notes?
They are.
Well, let's make sure you're in tune then. What's our first string, our lowest string, supposed to be?
The lowest string is a E.
Let's check it out. Oof! You're flat, my friend. You are below the correct note. Did you hear how he went up into the note and it kind of got stable? It sounded clean. Pretty amazing. What's our next note?
An A.
A. Nice. A for excellent, or something like that. And then, what was the next one?
A D.
D. Oh, you're sharp. You went above the note. So what do we do? How do we fix this?
In order to tune down, you can't just tune straight down the note. You want to tune under it,
Oh.
and then go right up to it. You get the perfect intonation.
That must allow for maximum tension too. When you tighten something and leave it there, it stays tight. If you loosen a string, it doesn't sound as
loosen more.
Gotcha. And our
Alright.
last note is?
G. This should be in tune.
Sounds good to me.
Awesome.
Now, you only have 4 strings on this, and you've played a couple of styles of music
I
using
have.
4 strings. Are there strings with, sorry about that. Are there more bass guitars with more or less strings?
There are, and I actually have one here with us.
Ooh, I'll get that for you.
All right. So if
Ooh,
I
this is
want to
ready.
play a different instrument and plug this same chord into that one, I don't want this crackly sound when I pull it out. So first I'm going to turn off the amp,
Yes, always turn off the amplifier before you unplug it, kids.
and then unplug,
Yes, that spares
Plug
your
in.
amplifier. I'll hold that.
plug into the other one.
Okay, I'll
I'm
find
going
the...
to set this down over here.
There's like knobs, there's like 5 knobs on this.
I know.
What do they all do? Maybe we'll talk about that later.
We will talk about that in a different
That's a
lesson.
lot, so that's a lot of...
All right, now that
Oh.
it's plugged in, I can turn it on.
This bass guitar has 5 strings.
It does.
Whoa, and they're like gold. you have,
Yeah.
You have like golden strings.
Yeah.
Did you go to Atlantis to get these, or El Dorado, or what?
Shh, shh.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so with 5 strings, what's this lowest string tuned to?
The lowest string is tuned to a B.
We better make sure that's in tune, huh?
All
Let me try
right.
to, let's see what a low B sounds like on this keyboard.
Great.
All right, so Mr. Judah, I think we're almost out of time, but I'm sure the kids at home would love to hear what a 5-string bass sounds like.
All right. Here we go. Some jazz here.
All right. One similarity I did notice is that you're using your left hand to move up and down the fretboard to get different notes.
Yes, very similar.
So do you have to know what notes are on what frets to make beautiful music, or are you just guessing?
In order to get the note that you want, you must play on the correct fret.
So if you've never played bass guitar before, this was your introductory video to that. I hope someday you get a bass guitar at home, pick it up and play it. This is not the end of our bass guitar series, but unfortunately we're out of time. But guess what? Until next time, bye kids!
Bye, kids.